everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. Last night I decided that this week I wanted to do a social media detox just because I've noticed that my screen time has been pretty intense lately. I kind of just need a little bit of a break from the constant technology that I'm using, especially since starting content creation. I've spent a lot more time than usual on TikTok and other social media apps. I realized that it's been starting to affect me in a way that I don't want it to, and I'm kind of losing control. So I've had to have a bit of a wake-up call in that sense. So I started documenting throughout the day how many times I opened my phone and was tempted to scroll over to check social media. So today in total, 6 times throughout the day, I was tempted to check my phone. And I feel like that's kind of low, to be honest, because I was doing other things today that kind of distracted me from the fact of going on social media. So for example, I was watching Attack on Titan. So that might have contributed a little bit to me not feeling tempted to check social media because I was occupying myself with something else. And then also I was on the phone with my boyfriend for a while too, so I wasn't really thinking about checking social media because I was talking to him. But like I mentioned before, I've spent a lot of time looking at a screen, so I wanted to work on diminishing that. But also just because I've done some reflecting and I really want to be more present in general. I've noticed that since starting content creation, I'm so focused on getting footage that I'm not always living in the moment, and I really want to improve that. If I'm being brutally honest with myself, I have an addiction to it, so I need to break that.
1 week later.
Alright, so I'm officially finished my social media detox and it went really well and I learned a lot, so I'm going to share that with you guys. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I was documenting how often I was tempted to check my social media apps or swipe over on my phone to where they're usually located. And throughout this process, the highest amount of times that I was attempted to check happened on Monday, and that was a total of 10 times. But by the end of the week, I wasn't tempted at all to check, so it went really well. So the first thing that I learned is that you don't need to document everything through photos and videos. I think in the age of social media, we're so tempted to just document everything that we're doing. I don't think that we're recognizing why exactly we're documenting those things. I think we need to reflect on, are we taking this photo or this video because we want to just have the memory? Or are we taking it so that we can post it on social media and people can see what we're doing? And for me, I realized that a lot of the time that I was taking photos or videos, the main purpose was so that I could post it, not really so that I could have the memory. And in doing that, I also wasn't living in the moment at all. The second thing that I learned is that by taking a break, you're not really missing out on much. And a lot of people that are very active on social media can experience FOMO, or the fear of missing out, where if you're on a break, you think that, oh, I'm gonna miss everything that's being posted. But when I returned back from my detox, I realized that I didn't miss out on that much in the end. And it kind of made me think that if I'm really close with someone, I'm going to find out outside of social media. Because we're constantly seeing what other people are posting on social media, we can kind of feel like we really know them when we don't. And so we think, oh, if I deactivate this, what if I miss out on this? Or something that happens. But if someone is really close to you, you're going to find out regardless of whether it's posted on social media or not. And that's something I kind of had to just take into consideration. And the people that are the most important in my life, I'm going to know what they're up to. They're going to know what I'm up to because we're talking and doing other things. So it's not like if I don't see something on social media that I'm going to completely not know what's going on. The third thing that I learned is that we use social media to fill a void. And also for comfort and uncomfortable situations. So for example, you're waiting at the bus stop by yourself and like no one's there. You don't want to look awkward kind of standing there, you go on your phone. Or you're at the doctor's office waiting in the waiting room for your appointment, you're going to go on your phone. And I realized that I was using social media a lot for that. So even just to kind of distract me, or if I was bored and nothing's going on, I pull out my phone to kind of fill that space of nothingness, basically. And during my detox, I actually learned to embrace the stillness that comes from not checking your phone when you're not doing anything, not occupying my thoughts by scrolling through and seeing what other people are doing, just really living in the moment and embracing the stillness around me. And it just was a really good experience, and it felt really good as well. And finally, the last thing that I learned is that the majority of my anxious thoughts stem from social media, particularly TikTok, just because it's such a fast-paced app. I was just thinking to myself, oh, well, like I could just easily make a video because I only have to do a small clip, add some text and music, and I kind of was just getting in my head a lot, and because you're seeing one video after the next, and it's never ending. A lot of my anxious tendencies came from that. But by doing this detox, I noticed a significant shift in my mental health. But overall, this detox was a really good experience. It allowed me to kind of regain sense of purpose in my life and focus, and really just got me on a good mindset going forward. I've done a lot of detoxes in the past, but I think now that I'm older and I've done one, I've really taken in the benefit of it, and I have goals and things that I want to achieve. So just kind of getting away from social media and refocusing and realigning myself with those goals was really important, and I'm just really happy that I did this. So I really hope that you enjoyed this YouTube video and that you learned a little something from my detox experience. If you feel like doing one yourself, I would definitely recommend it as well. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.